the song that created life and madness. Long ago, when the world was nothing but darkness and silence, there lived a being known as the first singer. The first singer was neither young nor old, neither man nor woman, but a voice that drifted through the endless night. This voice carried a song so beautiful that it could shape the world. The first singer had no name, for names did not exist yet. There were no trees, no rivers, no stars in the sky. There was only the song, whispering into the emptiness. And with every note, something new began to form. One day, the first singer sang a soft, gentle melody. From this melody, light was born. It spilled across the darkness like liquid gold, painting the sky with colors no one had ever seen. The light grew and stretched, forming the sun, the moon, and the first stars. The world was no longer dark. Next, the first singer sang a deeper tune, one that rumbled like thunder. The ground rose beneath the light, forming mountains and valleys. The air filled with wind, and the first raindrops fell. Water gathered into rivers and oceans, and the land became green with life. Trees sprouted, flowers bloomed, and animals awoke from the earth itself. But the song was not yet finished. The first singer's voice grew louder, more joyful, and from this joy came the first people. They were small and curious, with eyes full of wonder. They listened to the song and learned to speak, to laugh, to love. For many years, the people lived in peace. They knew the song was sacred. They sang parts of it themselves in their own voices to honor the first singer. The song brought them warmth, food, and happiness. But as time passed, some began to wonder, what would happen if they sang the whole song? Not just pieces of it, but the entire melody that had created the world. A young woman named Liora was the first to try. She had the sweetest voice in her village, and she believed that if she sang the full song, she could bring even greater beauty to the world. So one night, when the stars were bright, she stood on a hill and began to sing. At first, the world responded as it always had. The wind danced, the trees swayed, and the animals paused to listen. But as Liora continued, the song grew stronger. The ground trembled. The sky darkened. The first singer's melody was never meant to be sung by mortal voices. Liora could not stop. The song had taken control of her. Her voice grew louder, wilder, and the world began to change in ways no one could predict. Rivers flowed backward. Trees twisted into strange shapes. Animals grew extra eyes, extra limbs. The people watched in horror as their world became something new, something wrong. The village elders begged Liora to stop, but she could not hear them. The song was all she knew now. It filled her mind, her heart, her soul. She sang until her voice was raw, until the world around her was no longer the world she had known. Finally, the first singer heard the chaos. The original voice, the one that had first shaped the world, returned. It sang a single powerful note, a note that silenced Liora's song. The madness stopped. The twisted trees straightened. The rivers returned to their paths. But some things could not be undone. Liora was never the same. Her mind had been touched by the full power of the song, and she wandered the land forever, humming broken pieces of the melody. Some say she still walks the earth, her voice a warning to those who would seek to control forces beyond their understanding. The people learned their lesson. They no longer tried to sing the full song. Instead, they sang small pieces of it, just enough to bring joy, just enough to remember the beauty of creation. And the world remained in balance. But even now, if you listen carefully on a quiet night, you might hear a faint, distant voice. It is not the first singer. It is not the wind. It is the echo of Liora's song, a reminder that some powers are too great for mortals to wield. And so, the song that created life also brought madness. And the world has never forgotten.